welcome back to Reading Homestuck, Hiveswap Friendsim. I got Mason, Arthur, and June here with me today.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright. Nice quick start. This will continue to be quick, because as you saw last episode, we already decided the voice for this time, and additionally, I'm pretty sure we already implied who the narrator was going to be. June, are you up for it?
Yeah, I can narrate.
Alright, sick. I'll let you know, audience, it's going to be a bit of a fucking sleepy-ass episode.
Me when I stay up and play Minecraft for like...
Me when I stay up and just fucking cook for hours beyond capacity. Anyway. June.
Another night. I can't speak.
Another night. Well, glad we're off to a good start here, folks. We're off to the races.
Shoot.
Look, I make fun, but I know within the first like 5 lines of Malik's dialogue, I'm gonna flub something big time. I'm gonna beef it harder than an entire goddamn cow.
Another night, another long, long walk. Despite the blisters, you've started to feel truly optimistic. You've got a lot going for you these days. True, you're still technically a castaway on a hostile planet with absolutely no hope of rescue. But if you're completely honest, Earth was pretty shitty too. Sure, 98% of everyone here is a psychopath who would rip your face off as soon as you... as soon as
that is a mistake.
No, that's
okay.
Not a mistake, actually. That's fully grammatically correct. It's just like a...
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a weird...
They're missing a they.
No.
In it?
No, you can do that grammatically.
Oh.
I'm gonna fucking kill whoever decided that's a thing.
Yeah.
The English language is a stupid fucking
that is
mess of
true.
a language. Let's not fucking forget that. Let's not forget that. Sometimes the grammatical mistakes are just English being English.
Yeah.
But it's the other 2% that are really gonna make it all worthwhile. Malik.
The judgment begins.
Maybe you're pushing your luck at this point. A reasonable person would just hit up one of their many, many new friends and just find a place to crash. But the night is young, so to speak, and you have a good feeling about this particularly desolate stretch of road. You're just wondering where you should hide out for the day. When a long car pulls up next to you on the street, you hunch your shoulders and keep walking, hoping they're just here for the scenery. But you literally are the scenery here. So when the back door opens and 2 trolls lumber towards you, you can't say you're surprised. You are a little surprised when they grab and hold one of your arms and drag you into the car. Up until now, you've found trolls to be surprisingly chatty. You aren't expecting the assault and ask questions later approach. The car takes off before you have the time to catch your breath. You'll never catch that breath. It's blocks behind you now. It's loose. And here you are, without your breath, face to face with a troll who's leaning back on his bench seat. Just straight chillin'. Who is that baddie on the TV, by the way?
June, that is a weather reporter.
Weather report.
Okay, but can we talk to her?
It's spelled fucking
WETHUR. Weather report.
Well, Mrs. Report, hello.
Why do you assume she's married? Why have you... What? Now, you've pivoted to the opposite end of things. Why have you completely thrown your chance away immediately?
Hey.
You're in the middle here, and you've bounced from one edge to the other.
Weather report is a stand that controls the weather.
Look. Don't question it.
I just did, and will continue to.
Anyway, the dumb light glints off his blue eyes, and what someone less hip than you might describe as way too many piercings.
Blue eyes?
Well, I mean,
He has them in his ears, nose, and eyebrow. He even has a couple in his horn, sorry. His hair is shaved in a daring undercut, and his teeth are sharp.
Well, before we continue, let's just get the formality out of the way. Malik's sign is Scorist, sign of the Mutineer. I wonder how we could have done that so quickly.
It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I wonder how we could have done that so quickly when it's on 3 of the seats, and also and the rug, and also we already know it. All right.
Jeez.
Let me just
Oh man, I wonder who else we know.
put in here as well. Just make sure it's in there. Yep. Time number 2. I wonder who else we know. I wonder why we're so familiar with this sign.
Never seen
Time
it.
for time.
Yeah. All right. Let me just.
Why did I briefly hear Megalovania?
So did I!
Yo!
Is that bit bam 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 in the background?
Yeah,
the music.
Yeah, it is.
Damn, we picked good. We picked good. We still got it, baby. Hey. Fucking.
And it's all lowercase.
And fuck you, asshole.
And fuck you,
Bitch.
asshole, bitch. Fucking okay. Unilateral decision, bitch.
I mean, when you can, you gotta.
When you can.
Oh damn. Some of your newfound self-confidence just bubbled out of you like spit up from an infant. This is gonna go bad fast. But instead of immediately murdering you, he looks you up and down. Checks you out in all your ragged glory. He smiles, slow and lazy. It does things to your guts. Friendship things.
You sure it's just friendship things, MSP reader?
My eyebrows have furrowed at that sentence.
No, you forget, Alex. The MSPA reader is canonically.
June, we have seen in other routes. Objectively, no, they're not. Do you not remember like half of Skylar's route?
I think you forget that asexual people can be down bad. Objectively.
That may be true, but again, I will raise you Skylar's route once again. I can a few routes actually, I can see that not being. There's other motives going on.
Sure. We'll agree to disagree. Anyway, his smile stretches wider, going slightly lopsided from his piercings. He looks like he likes what he sees, even if what he sees from you sees as you being a rude bitch.
Bitch! Fair.
Can't keep getting away from this!
I did just get my boys to drag you off the street. I guess how that equals a little nut chill. Sorry about all that. I'm Malik.
Sorry, I was looking at the weather goal again.
We gotta get out of this car, man.
Malik doesn't look too sorry. But you're distracted by one of his boys, who is looking at you through a familiar pair of eyes hidden behind a full of dark bangs.
It's him!
Fuck it! What the fuck
It's
is
been
he
so
doing?
long!
Yo! It's my guy! Arthur, the voice
last
we've
guy
got
I
written
was
here for some reason is
expecting.
Italian Steven Universe, if you would
Yeah.
please. That's the
remember.
voice we picked for this guy, and it's yours to do.
Who the hell is? What the hell is Steven Universe?
I don't know. That's what I've got written on the page.
Yeah, that, but Italian. Yes, exactly.
And that's what I'm talking about. I was wondering if you remember me.
God, he's so small.
Remember, you doubt you'll ever forget, even with extensive therapy.
Alright, let's see what course of events happened in this timeline.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought that's
sorry
a
about
cloak and loser bullshit.
Cloak and Loser. That's the official name of the weapon from TF2, Cloak and Loser.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the cloak and laser bullshit. I just couldn't let
What'd you read
anybody else get their fronds on you first. You know.
Wow, he was looking for you, like specifically.
For sure, dude, I've been following you.
Really? You feel like you would have noticed someone like him. He doesn't exactly blend in.
Look who's talking.
Malik holds up his palm husk with the Chitter app open. You recognize your own profile. Your follower count has gone up significantly since the last you checked.
Right. So everyone equals going on about this new Chitter account, Alien Invasion of One. I'm just gonna say is, because we know it is.
Yeah.
Figure it's a publicity stunt or imperial propaganda. Uninteresting, not worth my time. But then I start thinking, what if it's not? If this genuinely is an invasion, how the hell have they survived this long? The drones should have obliterated a coal-bait son of a bitch like you right away.
That's literally what I said. Sorry, I gotta remember how it goes every time. It's not a
No worries.
It's not normal at all. That's why we like it.
Also,
Yeah.
wait, are those future bloods in the back there?
I think they're just posters.
I think that is a picture potentially of Trizza.
Okay. I just meant, is that a, like,
What
I
is
didn't
a
mean to-
fuchsia blood?
the ruling class?
Are they the okay? So they're the super purple. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, no, I assume it's like a screen or a yeah. It does. It's roughly the same shape as the screen next to us with the girl you keep getting distracted by on. But yeah,
Malik,
it's
move out the way, like
Yeah.
a little more to the left. Just like
Yeah, can we get a third character on screen?
Bring in a
No, 'cause
shit
that'll
load of
fully
this
cover.
fucking little guy.
Double diamond.
Double
They kill
down.
one of them on screen.
Well, that's happened before.
Nah. Fuck it. Here's what you do: you get diamond from the good ending timeline, and then you also get diamond from the bad ending timeline. It's just like his reanimated corpse.
With like
Oh,
a
so
flat
that's
skull.
what our daughter was doing.
Anyway.
Oh.
They should have taken your hornless head off Periges ago. They haven't. Why? Is what I keep asking myself. Then I figured out how you must be doing it.
Without meaning to, you lean towards him. Have you finally found someone who understands and appreciates how terrific you are at friendship maneuvers? Who really gets your area of study?
You're a robot.
Oh god damn it, not even close. But he's so obviously and avidly interested in you that, well, you tell a tiny little fib.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is a kind of crazy. I didn't know you were a robot. A wild.
Yeah, don't worry. I run on like a biofuel generator type.
Hydrogen
Yeah,
fuel
I
cells.
run on
No,
ultra
what?
kill
No,
logic.
no,
I'm
no,
fueled by
spec-
blood.
Yeah, it's just so lucky that those oblong meat products happened to be very, very, very rare in many senses.
I guess it makes sense, though. You did have a sixth sense for me to know where to find it.
June,
Stop looking at the weather report.
go on.
I wasn't. I had my eyes closed because I was yawning. Apologies.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Malik looks intrigued. Look, I'm not always.
Look, I'm continuing the joke that you started.
Malik looks intrigued.
A meat tracker. That's interesting.
Sure, you hope he doesn't try and test that functionality. You doubt you have another meat miracle in you. But all he does is keep giving you piercing looks in between texting furiously. Then he snaps a photo of you. Oh no, he's not gonna post that on Twitter. #robot. You can't be a hashtag. Everyone will know you're lying and blow your cover. Not to mention your mentions.
Don't worry about that. Social media gives me hives. I have a Google alert set for certain combinations of words.
After Zebra's place, you're kind of expecting another lavish palace. But when you get out of the car, you see that Malik isn't indigo. He's cerulean, like Elwood and Ramel, and that one girl who kept boys in cages.
How dare you forget her name?
Is Ardata.
Her name is Ardata, you fucking remember it! In
That's the thing,
therapy,
we can't-
primarily, but you fucking remember it!
We can't invoke her name, otherwise she'll appear.
Yeah, no, we can't say it 3 times in a row or she'll show up and then Diamond will probably
Well,
die.
Diamond's here, so...
Well, yeah, but he'll probably die again and we don't want
Bring
that
on
right
the
now.
Ardata, I'm saying. I want to see Ardata. Let me see Ardata. Come on, Ardata.
Basically, what you're advocating for here, June, is a version of Friendsim where each of the 18 volumes still has 2 different storylines, but every single one of all 36 of them is just Ardata. With one
Hiveswap
Ramel
Ardata Sim.
one Ramel in
Ardata
there
sim.
to break it up. You know?
Hiveswap
Spice it up.
The Ardata and Ramel Diner.
And the and Ramel is written in like, maybe 6-point font.
What are all of these name drops? Jesus Christ.
Also, you're starting to think people's hives have more to do with taste than caste. Amicia had a homely little art studio, and Tagora had all those vases and shit.
Again, Mason, I think when it comes to MSPA Reader just dropping names, utterly irrelevant for the timeline. We can basically ignore it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what characters are like and what they are doing. For example, Diamond here is pleased to see us and familiar with us and alive. So this is taking place after the good ending, because otherwise he would be dead or not particularly care.
Makes me think of the falls in Mystic Ruins.
Tango would love this place.
Before he leads you inside the apartment building, Malik turns to Diamond and the other low blood and starts messing around on his palm husk again.
Nice job, guys. I'm rerouting a Cynthian drone shipment as we speak. Treyaf, I'm sending you those DVDs you wanted. They'll be at your hive when you arrive.
The bronze blood ruffian bows to Malak. He looks a little uncomfortable and pats him awkwardly on the arm.
Diamond, I'll send you shit to that shrub you live in.
Bro still does not have a house.
Yeah.
I mean, why would he? He has explicitly stated he kind of likes just living in a shrub and just chilling out. Anyway, Arthur.
Okay, so man.
You know, my offer still stands. I got a couple extra coops if you get sick of living rough.
Diamond shrugs.
Nothing.
Thanks, but I get a bit tired of that. Sorry, I was like stifling a yawn.
That's fair.
No.
Yeah,
like
I
I-
guess.
We all want to understand.
It is a
as I
sleepy
said,
day
it
today.
Like
is a
stabling
sleepy
a yawn.
episode.
Yeah, I just slept like a lot. So,
Hmm.
you know how it goes.
Yeah,
Sleep
It do like
19,
that.
yeah. Why not one more?
do be like that.
Oh, yeah. And nice to see you again. You're gonna make a difference, but now you're gonna make it alright.
Funny you say that. You left out the left side of the screen. Damn.
Now I'm gonna make it the left. They're looking right because you left.
Stage right.
Because you never made it alright.
I.
Looking up because you let me down. Looking
Damn, bitch,
down
you live
because
like
you
this.
never lifted me up.
This really is a damn bitch you live like this moment.
Yeah, for real. Truly, like, get some help. Like, even if
Get
they're
'em.
just like, I don't know, like anything.
Maybe that's why he wants us to be a robot, so we'll do his washing up.
Hey, please, can you do my dishes for me? I'm too lazy.
You and Malik ride the elevator all the way to the top of the hive stem, and he leads you into a surprisingly tasteful.
Well, I'm assuming we
think-
haven't seen the
I
dishes
think
yet.
Tasteful, as in like the base design of the room is tasteful, and then there's all of the smudges and stains and blobs of old food and probably a penicillin cultivation growing somewhere. I think the base design of the room is tasteful. We just haven't looked at the spotlight on the hell of a sink over here.
Yeah, we're having like a Tagiri situation at the moment, where we haven't seen the room yet.
Yeah, pretty much. Come on, my shit's upstairs.
Isn't the whole apartment his shit?
Yeah, technically. Let's go upstairs, though. Oh, good, we're out of there.
A bit better.
Well, there's a
Just
margin. I mean, nothing here is like great, but like it's semi-reasonable. There's no obvious mold and sludge, other than that's supposed to be there in the Recupercoon. Oh no,
4chan.
no, the sofa.
4chan rooms. 4chan
No,
rooms.
there's the sofa. It's better than a 4chan room.
base.
It's better than a 4chan room. Let's give him that.
Not by
Let's give him that
much.
credit.
it's
It's
a
not by much,
3chan
but we
room.
will give him that credit. I will. at
He
least.
brings you to a higher level that has a Recupercoon shoved against one wall and a couch shoved against another, but they are both afterthoughts to just an ungodly amount of computer shit. Right, when you got here you probably wouldn't have been able to tell what it was, but now you're used to Altoni's weird bug tech. squishy and organic and almost certainly alive, at least in the way that plants are alive. There are a couple's wires in there are almost definitely slithering.
There's a mistake. Superfluous S.
Malik sits down in front of one of his screens and wakes it with a single swipe of his claws. He gestures you lazily to one of the several office chairs. It squeaks as you sit down and sinks a little under your weight.
Why is he jittering?
He's typing. I assume it's what it's meant to be.
I don't move that much when I type.
No.
Well, I mean, it's more interesting than him just sitting there on the side of the screen doing nothing. I don't know.
Well, it's clear to see that you've never seen me type, Mason, because when I type frantically...
The formatting of this text box as well is a bit...
The text box is a bit too large for itself. Maybe scale the font size down a little bit.
Okay. You proceed to
I think
ignore...
it ends with adding up to.
He proceeds to ignore you as he slides a little pair of thin-framed glasses onto his nose, typing a list of commands into a text box. Then he pushes himself across to another screen with an alert flashing in the corner. You know this is all adding up to...
You know what this is all adding up to, yeah.
You know what this is all adding up to. He's an IT guy.
No, I prefer to be called... oh. Shit.
Huh?
I have this joke I do where someone calls me a hacker and I say I prefer the term information specialist, but now that's ruined.
Ah, shit. Hacker was totally your next guess. You can do it again.
Nah, moment's gone. No worries.
So he's a hacker? That's pretty cool and subversive. You wonder if he's part of Tizzy's secret anti-government movement. You almost ask, then stop yourself at the last second.
I'm like, fucking incredible.
This is just a who's who. Whatever Tizzy's anarchist
MSPA
leanings
reader
are.
knows all of these characters in all timelines. Again, it means nothing for the grander timeline.
No. I just mean, bro is just name dropping.
Yeah, this is definitely the most names that have been dropped in one route.
Yeah, in such quick succession as well, because we're not even at Decision 2 yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whatever Tizzy's anarchist leanings are, you aren't going to blab them to this rando cerulean. As much as you love to meet new friends, you really aren't about to throw one under the scuttle buggy for no reason.
This is just like that time Cooperman and Follicle were in the alley.
Holy crap, that reminds me of the time I was with Cooper and Follicle.
Anyway. Yeah, not a lot of blues get down with this sort of thing. Goldbloods are better with tech. I got that living battery noise. You know how it goes.
Yep, there. I was like, oh yeah, just like Sarava, but no, he mentioned literally all the other ones except for Sarava.
MSPA reader, I'm going to kill you!
Okay, let's actually run the list here. Okay, diamonds appeared on screen. Ardata, reference. Sarava, missed. Amicia,
yes.
Mentioned. Bronya, missed. So we've got 2 missing. Skylar hasn't been mentioned.
We haven't gotten to the Jade Bloods yet.
Yeah, Skylar hasn't been mentioned. Tagora has been mentioned. Vicare, not mentioned. Polypa, not mentioned. Zebra, mentioned. L-word, mentioned. Follicle, referenced, kind of. I'll count it through Cuprum. Cuprum, of course, mentioned. Ramel, mentioned. Connell, not mentioned. Chixie, not mentioned. Tisius, mentioned. Asdaja, mentioned. Chahut, not mentioned. Zebedee, mentioned. Tagiri,
No.
Was Takiri mentioned specifically?
No, not yet.
And Lanera has not been mentioned either because I don't think Lanera's route has canonically happened yet, so we'll not actually count. We'll not actually.
You know,
count her.
but this does make sense that we will be talking about. This is just like that one time where something happened.
But that's 9 out of 22 characters missed. That's most of the characters so far have been mentioned.
And we ain't done yet.
Well, all the Goldbloods you've met have been, well, Ajdaja did have that scouter thing, and Kuprim hacked her phone or something. Whatever. It was a while ago. Zebedee mostly just like fanfic.
Interesting. You'd think they would have programmed you with cultural stereotypes.
Huh? Oh, right, you're a robot. You wonder how a robot is supposed to act. You sit up straighter and think about circuit boards.
I legitimately did forget about that as well.
Yep, me when I say beep boop for no reason.
Beep,
Malik
boop,
messes around some more on his computer and then frowns. Then he frowns some more. Then he reaches down and picks up one of the thick purple wires from the mess on the ground. He pauses. Apparently he isn't sure where to stick it. He glances down and you cross your legs before he can pull your dress up and start
External
searching for
Chixie mention?
cords. Because nope, not happening, dude.
Chixie route mentioned. Also, I think the outfits do canonize. Of course, Tagora's good ending is canon to all the ones after it.
Yes.
And Chixie's
as well.
good ending is canon to all the ones after it.
And
having a phone canonizes Connell.
Having a
phone canonizes Connell, and also Sarava's clothes as well.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, and Sarava's clothes before Tagora's, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You don't have any network connection, so I've got to use an Ethernet. Don't be lame.
You aren't trying to be lame. You just want things things in orifices. Eventually, you'll compromise and have them stick it under your armpit like you're a baby having your temperature taken.
Is that how they do it?
I've got no fucking
You
idea.
watch him tap away at his screen, marveling at the ludicrous choices you've made in your life that will lead you to a troll sticking a wire under your armpit because he can't find your Wi-Fi signal. You sit there as his brow furrows further and frown gets more pronounced. His annoyance bounces him out of his laid-back, cool guy attitude. A blinking purple light flashes on his piercings.
Fuck. Maybe my tech isn't compatible.
One of the wires is coming towards you. For a second, you think you might have found a piece of technology that is actually alive. But then you see a little flicker of movement, and at the end of it, realize it's a white snake with beady, intelligent eyes. Ah, a Lusus.
White House Snake!
Don't be scared, he won't hurt you. He's just checking everything out.
Of course not. Why would you be afraid of a giant snake winding up your legs? Everyone is really about your legs. You need to get a pair of pants.
Who was it who talked about our legs?
I mean, that was Malik like seconds ago.
No. So I remember in the previous route somebody was talking about our legs.
I
can't remember who though.
I don't know, but we do still got the ass of Doom, so I can only assume the legs.
It wasn't that long ago either.
Was it at the church? Clown church?
It might have been. It wasn't that long ago. Somebody was talking about our
I
legs a
think
lot.
somebody talked about our ass at Clown church.
I mean, again, Altonia's deadliest ass. People are gonna fucking notice.
Is the snake checking you for artificial parts? Are snakes particularly sensitive to technology? Is it because they're long?
Like an cable. Weird. This is a radical situation. I have no idea what to make of you, dude.
Ugh, you feel like such a dickhead. Can you really continue to live this lie?
Ah, I clicked the wrong button there. Meant to click the one just above it. Alright, so... Are we going to tell him that we're a special kind of robot his instruments can't detect, or just give up?
I'm gonna do
Let's
the capture.
continue lying.
Keep lying.
Alright, baby, I love when I double down.
I smell a robot.
You're in this to win this. You're writing it out to the end. You tell him you're actually the latest model of spybot from your alien government. You're so advanced that you're indistinguishable from the real thing. Seriously, you aren't supposed to tell anyone, but you're telling him since he's so rad. This is terrible. You promised yourself the other day you'd stop lying to make yourself look good, or in this case, making yourself look like a robot. Besides, he's never going to buy it.
I knew it. There's no other explanation. Fascinating.
He leans in close enough that you almost tip backwards off your chair. He catches your arm. He's surprisingly strong for such a skinny nerd, although you really shouldn't be surprised anymore. Size doesn't correlate to strength with trolls necessarily. His skin is chilly and his nails press dents into the skin of your arm. It hurts, but not enough to shake him off. He's looking at you so seriously. What, does he think your eyes are USB ports? You apologize that your robot specs are not the right ones. Malik breaks out of his trance and lets go of your arm.
Are you kidding? What am I, some sort of script wriggler? This
Script
rules.
Kitty's mentioned.
I'm gonna be the first to crack you.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Yikes. You half expect him to take out some sort of torture screwdriver to start prying you open. Instead, he gives you one of those unreasonably flirty smiles.
When I'm done with you, I'm gonna own your entire system.
Whoa.
I'm hungry. You hungry?
Or a robot? No.
No.
Biofuel, something. Meat product.
I know.
Meat product. Fine, it's fine. Anyway, June.
With that, he takes off down the steps, jumping the last few and vanishing down into the kitchen. You are there blinking at his afterimage. It sounded like he was hitting on you back there, but then he just pranced down the stairs like a bejeweled antelope. You creep down to the kitchen to find him pulling things out of cabinets, opening the fridge with his toes, and then slamming it shut with a hard kick so that all the stuff on top rattles. His palm husk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket, entering it and spitting a bunch of jargon at the person on the other end. He does all this while rooting around in a drawer of cutlery, talking loud enough to be heard over the rattling. All you know about hacking is that it's usually done by a bunch of greasy dudes with glasses and Dorito dust on their fingers. Usually there's a girl and she's hot. Bro's only watched films.
I mean, yeah, it's LSP. What do you expect?
Yeah, true. You aren't sure which trope Malik is yet. Possibly a combination of all of them. While he yells at someone over the phone about blockchain, for fuck's sake.
Hey, welcome to the blockchain.
There's gotta be a catch with everybody. There's gotta be a catch with everyone.
Sometimes
Sometimes the catch is incredible.
Tech, bro.
I mean, yeah. I mean, sometimes the catch is incredibly obvious. For example, Lunera will stab you. Sometimes it's less obvious, like Malik.
Yeah. You take the time to wonder, rather sheepishly, how many other piercings he has and on which parts of his body. Oh.
Alright, MSP reader. I thought you were just talking about... Never mind.
I haven't tried fucking with robots yet, really. So far, I've only reprogrammed drones remotely.
You realize belatedly that he's no longer on the phone and is instead talking to you. Oh, right. He mentioned something about that earlier with Diamond, hacking drones to reroute their delivery routes.
Yeah, rerouting's easy. I got almost all my gear that way. All the good stuff's reserved for blues.
Wait, isn't Malik a blue? He laughs and puts a pan on the stove.
As if. Sure, cerulean is blue, but barely. Every indigo you meet is gonna make sure you know it.
You want to ask him if you can help him with anything, but you barely know how to cook when you're on your own planet. He pauses with 2 eggs above a mixing bowl.
Hey, you like cluck beast embryos?
What now? He cracks the eggs. The yolks are purple and runny. Your stomach squirms uncomfortably.
Oh, my bad. Can you even eat?
What? Oh yeah, robot. Of course you can eat. It wouldn't be a very clever disguise if you couldn't eat, right? Although now that he mentions it, you really haven't been eating as much as you did on Earth. The meals you've had have been few and far between. You aren't even that hungry. Weird.
The A in MSPA reader stands for Android.
Oh god, what if you are a robot? Plot twist.
Those androids, the ones
No, he's not
that
privy
look
to
like
your
me.
existential crisis.
Arthur, you know the bit. You know the bit. Come on. Let's get the android suit to trunks. I'll wrap it up a little bit.
Nah.
Okay. Alright. Alright.
Oh my god.
Sick. June.
Right. Yeah, Melly, and therefore keeps cracking eggs. Cluck beast embryos, god, troll words are so ridiculous.
Not really. No language is inherently any more ridiculous than any other subjectively. You should really have programmed that in when they taught you to read Alternian.
What? Nobody taught you how to read.
You're on Chitter. All of your trips are Alternian. Let me see your palm husk.
He holds out a hand for your phone. His nails are painted a shimmery black, and he has one of those thick rings that could double as a brass knuckle. You tell him that you figured you just had the palm husk set to Earth settings, but of course that makes no sense. Nobody here knows about Earth, or even English for that matter. You're pretty sure it's not even the most commonly spoken Earth language.
Nope. No translation software running. And this is good old-fashioned Alternian. Well, it's not old-fashioned, it's contemporary, that's an idiom. See, if you weren't a robot, this would would be really weird. Well, it is already kind of weird that you're a robot, but your Alternian's perfect.
You want to tell him that your Alternian is in no way perfect, and you have literally no idea what is going on.
Wow, nice job. You speak excellent Italian.
But before you can get the words out, a terrifying crash comes from somewhere above you. Malik drops your palm husk into a bowl of cluck beast embryos. Dang.
Fuck. Drones.
Shit, you don't need this right now. You, a fake robot, have no chance against a real robot with lasers. Even worse, Malik rounds on you, lips drawn back from his teeth.
You. This is your fucking fault. They must have tracked you here. No other way they could find this place. I'm off the grid.
You try and put out to Malik that maybe the drones are mad about the hacking business, but he isn't listening to you. He's shoving his palm husk into his pocket and making a leap for the kitchen window. Fuck, can he survive a 10-story drop? You aren't sure. One thing's for sure, though. You can't.
He didn't need to have a... He didn't need to survive the drop, apparently.
Damn.
Or it's got a
Also,
fucking
where the
hoverboard.
fuck's the text gone? I noticed this in
Yeah,
Linares
there's no
group. I didn't-
text.
Well,
There's
some
like
of them
no
just
text.
Don't have text.
I guess the image speaks for itself.
I mean, it kind of does. Look at it. Look at the fucking reader down there. This fucking shit. All right. Do we want to rewind all the way and fast forward to the other route, or do we want to do the other route and then rewind all the way back? You know what? Actually, let's, in the spirit of Diamond, let's follow the pattern that we did originally. Let's rewind once, then rewind again. Well, let's tell the truth.
You brace yourself. In your experience, dealing with the fallout of your deceptions is never pleasant. You expect him to throw you out, or at least get a snake to the face. Instead, Malik just sags back into his desk chair, which settles with a depressed little squeal. He takes his glasses off and drops them on the desk, palming at his eyes. It strikes you how exhausted he looks. You thought the dark smudges were eyeliner, but they might be eyeliner and despair. You wonder if now's the time to start apologizing. You're getting really good at apologies.
It's chill. I was the one who grabbed you off the street. You're probably scared of what I'd do to you if you weren't what I'd hoped you were.
It's more like you were worried about the friend opportunity that would swirl down the drain, but yeah, okay, you were a little scared. You still are. It's total body-encompassing ambient fear that is always buzzing in the background of everything you do on Alternia. So subliminal that sometimes you wonder if it's the total opposite, the complete absence of fear.
That is deep, man. In retrospect, it is pretty fucking stupid to assume a robot is going to solve my problems.
Very true. In your limited experience, mo robots, mo problem.
Robot.
Robots? Yes. Yeah, it was just something new, you know? Something I haven't tried yet.
Well, what it is exactly he's trying to do so hard to do? He seems pretty well off with the hacking drones and shit like that. By the class.
Yeah, hacking drones. That's all just bullshit.
His Lucis curls around his ankle affectionately. He gives him a little nudge. His palm husk rings and he pulls it out of his pocket and just looks at it for a couple seconds.
I can't deal with this right now, come on.
He heads down to the lower floor, waiting at the bottom of the steps to see if you're following. You are, albeit nervously.
The sludge room.
You're having a hard time reading Malik. Maybe it's all the piercings. It gets worse when he calls the elevator and then stands back.
After you.
You expect swinging blades to come at you, but they don't. You expect Malik to attack, but he doesn't. Just slumps smoothly back against the elevator wall and closes his eyes. His palm husk rings again and his jaw tenses. The elevator goes past the lobby, and it goes past the basement, and a sub-basement? Fuck, what's the sub of a sub-basement?
Dude, what?
Sub-basement.
Yeah, you just keep adding subs. Yeah, there you go.
The sub-basement is just a square, dungeon-like space, damp trickling down the walls. Your stomach crumples as your heart bounces up into your throat.
I can't wait to hit 2,000 sub-basements.
Oh no. Is this Malik's cerulean murder dungeon? A phantom pain presses against your ribs and arms.
Remember the Alamo?
No one hears a word they say as the memory gone.
They played us like a damn fennel.
No, that is not Solid Snake. Other Metal Gear Solid names at this point. It just keeps going.
You should, as soon as I scream, play every single Metal Gear meme you can think of and just overlay them at once.
Yeah, I'll cut down everything that we did in that moment, and then I'll just cram it all into the same general space.
And also just get as many clips as you can fathom.
Many clips as I can. I'm just gonna.
I
Like a collage.
To be fair, Arthur, we could literally dig through our DMs on TikTok and find a bunch.
Send as many as you like. Send as many as you like. Anyway.
Just make sure not all of them are from Revengeance. Try and get some mainline ones.
Yeah. There'll be a few, again, as many as you like. Anyway.
But Malik just leads you through a gap in the wall that you initially took for a shadow. It opens into a tunnel with rough stone walls and a dirt-covered floor. It's clearly man-made, or troll-made. The air grows damper and the sound of rushing water gets closer and closer. What the fuck is that? Is that Mothman?
Yo!
You emerge from the tunnel to find yourself on the bank of a wide underground river. Malik sits down at the edge of the overlook.
Back where we began, in the sewer.
Hell yeah. Sit down. Sorry, this is not as comfortable as the loft.
Oh man, Malik brought you to a special place.
I don't know if I'd call it special, but it is a place I come a lot.
You sit down next to him. You get how this could be pretty zen, just watching the dark water flow by. The walls glow with an eerie bioluminescence, digging craters underneath Malik's tired eyes.
Also,
He pulls out his phone and shows you the screen.
no husk signal. This is the only place I can really unplug. Kind of relaxing, you know?
Yeah, you can imagine the demands of being an information specialist could put a dent in your chill.
Yeah.
You sit there with a rock digging into your ass and allow yourself to appreciate just how deep this gesture of trust really is. Even after you lied to him, he still wants to tell you his life story. Fuck, you love life stories.
You ask him exactly what he wants with your non-existent robot laurels. He said something about reprogramming drones, didn't he? Could he be part of the resistance?
What? Oh, you mean all that low blood rights stuff? Nah. What's even the point? That's a great way to get cold.
But he helped Diamond and that other little guy.
Yeah, but they're cool and I was paying them for services rendered. Roughing you up.
He nudges you with his elbow.
So far, all I've been able to do is reroute delivery drones. Just some weak sauce shit like that. That's a pretty pathetic way to fuck up the system.
You aren't sure you get what he's about. Why care about fucking up the system if you don't want revolution?
I guess I wouldn't mind revolution. Altonia's alright. Well, for me it is alright, not for everybody. I'm not so fucking myopic to think I don't have it better than a lot of trolls. And I'm not one of those bull spiders who wank off about the sanctity of the blood and how low bloods deserve what they get. They don't. It blows. I don't blame them for feeling bad or whatever, I just gotta worry about myself. That's all I got energy for.
Well, he does seem to be doing pretty okay. Like, he has that sweet pad.
Right. Yeah. For have a sweet, maybe. And it's all gone. Everything I've worked for, and I'm up in motherfucking space.
Right, the Space War. Sounds like a huge drag.
Yeah, dude.
He tosses a rock into the dark water below.
But that is the plan, right? If I own the drones, I own the whole system. I own the heiress. They'll be playing my game, with my rules.
His eyes glint in the semi-darkness, and so does the little hint of a fang when he smiles. His piercings light up like the tiny points of fire. You tell him that, sure, sounds like revolution talk to you. Possibly also villain talk. He grins like you're flattering him.
Right, but I'm sweeps away from that, and other hackers won't. I mean, I work alone. I'm not a fucking psionic. I can't use mind honey. It won't kill me the way it would a Rusty, but I definitely get the runs. And I don't have sweeps. I have months, maybe peregrees. Peregrees.
Peregrine?
Peregrine.
You ask him if he thinks things are gonna be really bad for him up there in space.
Like I said, I'm psionic, so no one's gonna turn me into a battery. Or make me a fucking soldier or a spy.
What about his hacker skills?
Oh yeah, check out all my illegal activities. Please give me a good assignment. Hell no.
Yeah, he really couldn't put that on his resume.
If it was a high blood, I could get away with it probably, or I might think it was cute if I was a low blood. But mid-caste is like, no way. Oh, fuck, there's gotta be something.
He pulls out his palm husk and starts frantically tapping away. Wait, you thought you didn't have any signal down here?
Yeah, but I got a Wi-Fi hotspot. What am I, some kind of fucking Luddite?
He gestures to one of his earrings. You aren't sure if this means his jewelry is the Wi-Fi hotspot, or if that's a troll gesture for you're an idiot.
He does the Android 19, the bing.
Hey buddy, you said you were gonna unplug. That's important to your mental health, isn't it? Getting off the internet once in a while. You can't speak for yourself, since you only very recently become an internet celeb. Alec waves you away. You make a grab for his palm husk. You aren't honestly sure why. Maybe you're trying to be flirty or playful or some shit. because everyone knows there's nothing more flirty or painful than stealing other people's stuff. Bitches love that. Bitches love getting that shit steal.
Bitches love theft when it happens to them specifically. Oh.
Oh no.
You manage to snatch it away, but your floppy fingers fumble and you lose your grip. Malik's phone sails over the edge of the bank and into the dark waters below. That splash is the sound of your doom.
The condition known as oblong meat product fingers.
Malik stares at the water, then he stares at you, his mouth moved soundless.
You threw my tech in the water.
Malik puts his hand on your shoulder. Somehow, against all odds, he's still gonna be chill. Wow, what a guy. I think
What
I
a
know
chill
exactly
guy.
what we need.
He then crushes your
chill guy.
collarbone.
Well, that was predictable. Anyway.
This.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, perfect. Well, I'm
need an edit of this! I don't know who the third person will be.
I'm gonna try and jank
Diamond.
it. Diamond. I'm gonna try and jank it
It's
together.
Diamond.
I might not. We'll see how it. I will see if it's in the final edit or not. It's like a 50-50. Anyway, June.
It's a 50-50, no matter.
You hit the water before you know what's happening. It isn't freezing, but it sure as hell isn't balmy either. The current grabs you and tugs you under. Your knees and elbows scrape rocks, and your dress tangles around your legs and makes it hard to kick backwards and towards the surface. The water is so dark, you don't even know where the surface is. Just when you're going to make peace with the fact your grave is going to be a watery one, something grabs you from behind and hauls you upwards. You gasp down for air, choking in more water than anything else. Two strong hands push you back onto the bank, then begin smacking you on the back. You don't think that's going to help you cough up any water, but you do think it's going to bruise.
My bad, dude. That was reflex. You threw my shit in the water, so I threw yours. You okay?
You hack up one more gasp of water and give Malik a thumbs up. He's as wet as you are, hair slicked back off his forehead.
It makes his eyes look huge and impossibly blue. He jumped in to save your clumsy ass.
Also, probably 5 head.
His shirt is gone, and hey, now you know the location of two
Of his piercings. God.
What's going on in the Arthur chowing down session today?
Not much.
Oh. Just sounded like you were eating.
I was just licking my fingers because it was sticky.
I don't know why now all of a sudden I'm getting soccer from his appearance.
I don't quite know either.
Probably because of his hair. You apologize for grabbing his phone. In retrospect, you should not have tried to be cute at the edge of a river.
Yeah, you don't have to try. I mean, fuck.
I know what you are.
I know what you are. Malik flushes.
Okay, editor me. Put a reverb on the next word I'm about to say at the end of the sentence. Gay.
I was about to say it's not a slur, you're doing it wrong, but I feel like that's the wrong vibe. Maybe.
Maybe the wrong vibe for right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the wrong vibe for a public YouTube video. Because the public part isn't the problem there. The YouTube is the problem there.
Okay.
Right now you look like a drowned squeak beast. Sorry, I fucked up your rumpus robe. I'll lend you something.
cool. You're kind of over this stress anyway.
Hey.
Like twists his claws together.
You aren't gonna tell people what I said earlier. I'm not afraid to go off planet. I just, you know.
This time, you do know. You tell him his secret is safe with him. And if you find any actual robots in your travels, you'll send them his way.
Thanks. Here.
He helps you to your feet. Damn, it's cold down here.
I'll get you something when we get back upstairs, as long as you don't mind wearing my sign.
You can't think of anything you'd like more, honestly.
Could this MSPA really be one of my people?
Oh, that's interesting. They have like little things on their body.
Yeah, because they had like they have
yeah,
like the
'cause-
6 insect legs, and then they
Yeah,
get scars
they
from
just
it.
sort of
That makes
drop
sense.
off. They just sort of come off during the
Yeah.
pupation period.
Oh.
Biology.
Ah.
Biology.
Damn. Last route.
So now we are kind of get down to the real fight. The last scorest standing will be the winner. What? This world isn't big enough for the both of us, and one of us has to go? Well, I agree! You might know everything I am going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it? Yeah!
Hey.
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 Peter?
John?
Oh, sorry. Weather report.
Yeah.
Murmur
the perils
hello
of being
while
back in this
trying
fucking
not-
car.
You murmur hello while trying not to meet those alarming blue eyes. Because although you've amassed quite a cache of high blood hoes, you know what blue typically means for you. Yikes o'clock.
That's an interesting thing to say.
That's a
You don't love
interesting
the
set
idea of
words.
throwing yourself out of a moving vehicle, but you also don't love being stuck inside of one with a high blood. In the past, past evidence has shown, although wild acts of foolhardy daring end in pain and embarrassment, you have not actually been killed yet. If you didn't die then, you probably won't die now. That's 100% how probability works.
I do like that sentence, but also strange that
Well-
we're being coy now and not mentioning people's names.
You open the door, but before the troll and his ruffians get a chance to protest, you ollie out of there. You were right. You don't die, but it sucks.
You're just peeking out the door.
Actually, wait. Was that Diamond looking out the door?
Could have been.
No, I think.
No,
it
because
was-
the horns were symmetrical and Malik's aren't symmetrical.
Well, yeah,
so I think
but
that was
it
Diamond.
was also very, very far away, so it could just be low detail. Also, Diamond's eyes aren't visible, and you can see the two little dots. I don't know.
The third off.
Maybe it's the other one. Maybe it's the bronze blood that was mentioned. Maybe
Yeah.
it was just that guy. Maybe it was just
I want to
that
meet.
guy.
I want to meet that guy, and I also want to meet the. I still want to meet the rust blood from Zebra's story that we tried to help.
Yeah. Anyway, before I ask the usual question of what we thought of this episode, Mason, what did you think of your faker?
Interesting guy. Interesting guy.
I think our fakers are interesting. I like them well enough. I like them.
Definitely not as unhinged as your faker.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. A lot More hinged. A lot more hinged.
Yeah.
Also, a lot less clothes at a certain point as well.
Yeah.
So that's... Yeah. But what do we think of this episode in general, everybody?
I actually quite liked it.
Pretty good. Good to see Diamond again.
Good to
So
see
what?
our old pal Diamond again. Diamond? Diamond. Again.
Diamond.
Diamond. Diamond
That
is...
motherfucker is not unbreakable.
That motherfucker is verifiably
Well,
breakable.
in one timeline,
Verifiably.
broken.
Yeah, verifiably breakable.
Crazy Diamond is breakable.
For real.
Same diamond.
Well, yeah, June. Any thoughts
I liked
other
it.
than weather report?
Interesting character. Very real in being scared to go to space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very real indeed.
There was like a good 10 to 30 seconds there. I was like, oh, is he racist? And then he pulled it back, and it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a very well written character. It showed the.
Yeah.
It did a very good job of being someone who's not really sure how they can change the system around them, but they aren't very fond of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the situation for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And though he could obviously be a more active part of changing the system, he's still a decent person. I think it's quite good. It's very well written.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it. I quite
Good
enjoyed it.
shit. Good shit. The time bounds do not miss. The time bounds do not miss.
Who's the other time bound?
Skylar.
Yep.
Who?
One.
The one
With
with
the
dog.
The
Yes.
one with the
Oh,
one
they
with
were
the
cool.
dog.
Yeah, they were excellent.
Yeah, she was cool. Yeah, the time bounds do not miss. The time bounds do not miss, and I look forward to potentially seeing another one at some point. Who knows? I can't remember the signs of the next few off by heart, so we'll just have to find out. So, I guess it's time for the outro. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you very much like this video and want to see more like it, hit that subscribe button. We upload episodes of Reading Homestuck every Monday or Tuesday, depending on your time zone, and we upload other things on Thursdays or Fridays, again, depending on your time zone. Other things, such as, last week, it was writing Homestuck. But I'll circle back to that, because it's a good way to transition into the next thing. But next week, it's going to be Dicey Deeds Lancer. We are beginning Operation Ratcatcher, where me, Mason, and June, along with 3 NPCs, are hunting down a rat in the attempt to catch them. Rat in the criminal sense. We're trying to stop some shit. I'll be real, most of last episode was us forgetting the mission briefing, and right now I have forgotten the mission briefing.
Again.
Again, it keeps happening. It's, I don't know, but it's a very fun time. I'd go check it out. We did almost die at one point, and for Ratcatcher, we are all constantly under the pressure of imminent death threats. So that's fun.
Yeah.
In the context of the game Lancer, specifically. But, again, fun time, mech tabletop RPG. It's a lot of fun. We also do other stuff on Dicey Deeds, such as Morkborg, such as Honey Heist, such as 1,000-Year-Old Vampire, such as Call of Cthulhu, such as Gloom at one point. If you like any of those games, or have any other tabletop RPGs that you are interested in, that's the show to watch. Additionally, hell, if you think it would be cool to watch us play a particular tabletop RPG, the offer is always open to just suggest it, and maybe we'll get round to it sometime.
Yeah, if it's a cool one, I'll check it out.
Indeed.
Like, I'll play it wrong, but I'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, playing it wrong is part of the charm of Dicey Deeds a little bit, I think. You know, If you've been around for a really long time, you might remember the Fatula's Art Class series where we talked about our first D&D campaign. It's not quite to that level, but it is similar. But yes, we also do Diggin' Rimper, another one of our improv comedy, Danganronpa parody board game type thing. I'm hurrying through because we're on very limited time. That's a fun time. You can check that out. Writing Homestuck. Circling back to it, it's our Trollsona series where we make a fan fiction sort of thing of our own characters going through Scrub, whatever the game ends up being called on after us, because we have just created a whole new fucking continuity of goddamn trolls called After Us, explained in the video uploaded last week. You might want to check that out if you like that sort of thing. It's a fun time. You can also follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky, where I post the images that I make for writing Homestuck, because I do make a lot of them. Probably not on Blue Sky anymore, though, honestly, because I'm very, very tired of the fucking image formatting on Blue Sky. It's kind of shit. It's not very good for the purpose. But I do other things sometimes over there. You can send me ask, send me DMs, send me whatsoever you wish. YouTube does sometimes eat your comments, which is very frustrating for all parties. So if it does happen, you can send stuff to me on there. You can also follow June on Tumblr and on Tumblr, Blue Sky, and on Instagram, June.
Yeah, I do stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm getting back slowly.
She recovers. She grows stronger each day. And you can also follow Arthur on Twitch. Arthur.
Hi, yeah, I stream on twitch.tv/PENNEDIIG. That's Pendraig. I'm streaming casual games, having a bit of fun with it. I'm currently streaming on More Reach, doing funny voices and playing through a simple little RPG. Please, yeah, come join me. I stream at 7 PM GMT, which is 1 PM Pacific Standard Time, and 2 PM Eastern Standard Time. And I'll stream for around 2.5, 3 hours, something along those lines, because, yeah, I get tired, but I have fun with it. So yeah, if you want to join me, if you think I'm funny, please come along and say hello. But it's a lot more of a chill environment than you might expect.
Indeed.
Just chilling out and relaxing at the end of the day for me.
And Mason, do you have anything you wish to say at the end of this here episode of Reading Homestuck, Hiveswap Friendsim?
Only to say thank you all so much for watching. We love making these. We hope you love watching them. Very nice to finally meet my my faker. And yeah, absolutely. If you haven't checked out the Writing Homestuck video from last week, definitely give it a look, because we had some good stuff then, and there's more to come. And yeah, look forward to Lancer later this week. That was a lot of fun as well.
Just an appetizer.
Very tense.
Just an appetizer. But yeah, it was very tense, Lancer.
Yeah. And yeah, yes. More great stuff in the future.
Indeed. And with that, we will see you in the next video. Later.
Later.
Bye.